Orgullo mío, eres tú mi bendición. Tu voz de oro canta al cielo sin tremor. Ternura de seda, tan gran corazón. No importa que pase en la vida, tú sabes que siempre yo estoy. Mi luna y sol.
Madre tan linda, siempre en mi mente permanente estará. Y es para siempre. Soy trabajadora y aprendí a ser valiente. De mi reina querida, orgullosa de mí. Dios que te acompañe entre los años, siempre estaré yo a tu lado. Tú eres en mi vida un gran milagro, nunca se te olvide que te amo. Hoy te felicito por tu esfuerzo. Hoy y cada día yo te aprecio y te quiero.
Las flores hoy se ven nacer por tanto amor que tú me has dado. Mi querida, quiero que tú sepas que te amo. Nunca te olvides tú de mí.
Nunca madre, eres mi cielo.
Desde el día en que te vi nacer, una nueva vida ha empezado. Mi querida, quiero que tú sepas que te amo. Dios que te acompañe entre los años, siempre estaré yo a tu lado. Tú eres en mi vida un gran milagro, nunca se te olvide que te amo. Nunca se te olvide que te amo. Te amo.
going down, baby? It's your boy Clifton Simmons. Tune in every Monday night with Late Night with All Access, baby.
It's your boy AJ Rivas. Tune in every Monday night.
Tune in every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday for Late Nights with All Access.
Miss King 10 is in the building. Tune in every Monday
Night to Late Night with All Access. Let's get it.
You already know.
Every Monday night.
Hey guys, it's Natasha. It's your girl, Nat Boogie. Make sure that you tune in every Monday night, every single Monday night to Late Nights with All Access.
Hold up, big baby.
All right. Welcome back to Late Night with All Access. Myself, MikeAnthony, episode 248. Right next to me, the one and only AJ Rivas.
What's up? Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear him?
Yeah.
You know, AJ, this is like your what? Had to be like your 10th time. Allah. The most. The most.
No, I would say maybe my 6th time.
6th time?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's always been a great time with AJ on here because, you know, not only are you really funny, but you have some really serious things to talk about sometimes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you break it down. You have like no filter.
Yeah, that's the real AJ. Nobody.
Oh man, the 6th time I still like a rookie. His volume. I told him to put the volume low.
Yeah, because I feel like on my platform I don't get to say what I want to say.
Yeah.
Just because cancel culture is very
Cancel culture.
Cancelly nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I make up my own words.
Mm-hmm.
Something people really don't know. I like to make up my own words.
Yeah.
But I'm part of like the new school, but then I'm also old school. So
Okay.
cancel culture to me is like a bunch of wussies.
A bunch of wussies.
Wussies.
You know, I think this era it's very sensitive. I think people are very sensitive, you know. And before we go into a sensitive topic right now that's kind of trending all over San Antonio, I do want to give one more shout out to all the mothers, all the mamas out there. Happy Mother's Day. Hope you all had a blessed weekend, and to your mama too as well.
Yeah. So my mom, I was able to take her to I got invited by Paramount Pictures to go see that movie. It's a kids movie.
Nice.
But I got
How
to
was
take
it?
my mom. It was good. I really recommend it for people with kiddos to go watch it. Take your kids to watch it. It comes out on the 19th. But I got to take my mom with me to a movie premiere. So my mom was all excited. I didn't know she had bought herself a blouse just for that.
Aww.
So we went out there and we had a little date, just me and her, and
Cherish those moments, you know.
Yeah, of course, always.
For those that are tuning in or that don't know, I lost my mom in 2015, so it's been almost 9 years. So it's kind of difficult. May is always a difficult month for me because one, it's the Lupus Awareness Month, Mother's Day weekend, and then also my mom's anniversary. So kind of difficult, but I love seeing friends always being with their moms and just spending time with them and cherishing those moments. So please do that. I love actually looking at all the pictures too as well. You know, over the weekend, we actually celebrated Mother's Day with the family on Saturday. Mm-hmm. And then we went to go check out KSAT's Texas Eats Food Festival at Smoke, and it was really great. So David Elder and KSAT did an incredible job.
Looks fun.
So it was a lot of good time over there. They had a lot of restaurants participating, and it was amazing to see what they did for the first year. Yeah. Excuse me. And for Mother's Day, we went to a place called Round One. Mm-hmm. It's off of like inside of or outside of the mall of North Star, bowling and an amusement. And the company is actually from Japan, so it was pretty cool. I don't know if any of y'all have heard of it. Round One. No. So bowling. We went to bowling.
I'm gonna go to South Park Mall.
Oh, yeah. South Park Mall represent.
Yeah, South Side. You already know.
I haven't even been there in forever, man. I don't even know the last time I've been to South Park Mall.
We're doing good. Our Chili's is still there. So.
Hey, I heard y'all gonna get a brand new Starbucks over there too.
We should.
Are you a big Starbucks fan?
I don't care for it.
Or do you like, what's the competitor?
Dutch
Bros.
Bros.
Is that competitive, do you think? Starbucks and
I
Dutch
feel
Bros?
like they're
or no?
two different vibes.
Two different vibes.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wouldn't call them I wouldn't think they were competition.
No? All right. I wouldn't know anything about that. So I actually, I've said this plenty of times. I've never had coffee, so I don't even like the smell of coffee, so would not even know. But, over the weekend, we also had our party buses rented out. We actually went to Grupo Firme. Grupo.
You got me talking like a white one now. Grupo Damn. Grupo Firme.
Yes, we went to their concert. Shout out to the marketing team for booking our party buses. They took both of them out.
Oh.
But sad what happened afterwards. They had the after party at Social Spot, and there goes limp. And
I'm surprised. Usually around me they're not limp.
They're not limp, right? Okay. So they love it, right? Only on Monday nights here, late nights. So they go to the after party, and apparently someone broke into their truck and stole the bags and money and all this shit. So they called me the next day, and they were asking me, they're like, hey, who do we call? I was like, well, you got to call the cops. They're like, no, we need more. We need someone to help us and really get this.
So where are the bags at?
So I guess in their truck or something like that. So all I know is I hope Social Spot, I don't know the owners. I don't know anyone from there. But I hope they can show the cameras. I don't know the story at all. But I hope they do find find the person that stole all that stuff from them and return it, because that's kind of embarrassing and sad for San Antonio to act like that, with such a big band coming to the city. So yeah, you like them?
Yeah, I mean they're the typical songs from social media that I hear. I don't like. Hey, like let me jam out. Yeah, but I only know like the trendy ones.
Yeah. It was a good show, man. They killed it. Like Frost Bank Center. Like I was like, damn. I mean, there was even I know there was a lot of concerts because another concert that happened over the weekend was Luke Combs. So he was at the Alamo Dome.
Yeah, I saw that.
And so I heard about that.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, country singer. I don't know any. I don't know. I can't name any of his songs. Don't get me wrong. But I know who he is, and I've heard his name, and I know if I heard a song play, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I can't be like, oh yeah, I like country music, but I like country music from back.
I like
back
the
in
old,
day.
like I like the
George Strait.
There you go, George Strait, and like
Garth
Dolly
Brooks. Who else?
I barely
Rascal Flatts. I'm a big fan of them.
I barely got into Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton?
Yeah, like
oh,
I
man,
like
she's a legend.
Like that's how far back I've like went to like start hearing Dolly.
Okay.
And I'm a fan.
Yeah. So Richie Rich, shout out to Richie Rich. He just said Luke Combs sold out Friday and Saturday night at the Alamo Dome. Damn. Sold out both nights back to back.
He's sold out, and I don't know none of his music.
Damn.
It's crazy.
That is crazy. That is. Okay, so one of the sensitive topics that we were just kind of like talking about.
Before we talk about it,
go ahead.
Let's scoot up.
Scoot up.
Disclaimer for those who are watching. I got a bad herniated disc at the moment. That's why I look all. Every time I walk, I say I look like I'm in the Thriller video.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get myself comfortable.
Okay. No.
Before people get upset of what I say, at least I'll be comfortable getting people upset with how I think about it.
So, trending in San Antonio. All right. And the reason why AJ's on the show is because he has a really huge Pride comedy show, Puro Pinche Pride comedy show at Upstage Comedy Lounge on June 1st. So that's the reason why he's on here, because he's going to be talking about that. But we also want to hit little certain things that are happening in San Antonio, of course. And one of the things that kind of is trending at the moment is this Edgar haircut policy. It turned into a joke, and then all of a sudden now the media's picked it up. El Camino, Ricky, the owner over there, shout out to him for capitalizing on this. I've heard that his sales increased significantly from his post. So there's no such thing as bad publicity. But let's just get it down to it. Do you think, like, and I don't know the story. I should reach out to Ricky and ask him, like, hey, was it a joke? Was it not a joke? Is it a joke? Or like, what's the down to the gritty to it? But what's your take on it? Do you think that people should do a stigma of the Edgar haircut to where, oh my gosh, they're all associated with bad things? Or should it just be like, hey, you know what? I understand, to a certain degree.
Well, it's like, I could put it to you this way. Now I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
To where, I mean, we're in the nightlife, right? Especially you with club owners. And there's some clubs, I don't know now, because I hardly go out now, but I know in the past it was like they wouldn't let men in with tattoos on their face.
True.
Right?
Yep.
So that was already a stigma, putting that on men with tattoos on their face.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Does that mean that those men with tattoos on their faces were bad people?
Nope.
No, because they could just be like artistic kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
The same thing with the Edgar haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Are all people? I have a short one. It's a little mid fade. I gotta get a haircut. But are they all bad? No. However, the joke for me was kind of like, yeah, do it just for now, because if you look at everything that's been happening in San Antonio, gunshot wise, can we say that on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Say anything.
Everybody in the mugshot, they're all Edgars.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
And then if you go to, like, for those people who go to, like, the gas stations and y'all get off and go in the gas station, there's those magazines or those papers where it said busted.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, like, buy them. Everybody on the busted page in the front, they're all Edgars.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, yeah, I agree, and to a certain degree as well. I think that it's hard to say, like you said, not all people would, like, just give that an example, the tattoos on the face doesn't mean they're all bad. You don't even know.
Yeah.
You look at me, I have no tattoos. I look like a squeaky clean person, but I have 2 felonies. I've been arrested 8 times, and most people don't even know that.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, I could be next to someone that has tattoos and never been in jail. So, it's just a stigma.
And I understand there's some clubs, though, some places that want to, like, usually if it's like a nicer club, they're going to want specifically people to be dressed up with, like, no tattoos.
And who was the first Edgar? Who was the first? And then why did it come? Well, how did the name Edgar haircut? I mean, Edgar. How did that even come about?
I don't know.
So it's crazy because you have all these news outlets, right? And they're talking about the heritage and how it means this and this and this. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think any of the Edgar haircuts know anything about the culture behind it. I think it's the new trend. I think it's a new haircut. It's like the mullet right now. The mullet is kind of like popular right now too as well. But do I personally think? I'll give you my opinion on this. Do I think all people that have Edgar haircuts are bad? No. I have nephews that have Edgar haircuts, and they're really good. Yeah. So they're good kids. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, no. But I do think that there is a limitation on what needs to be done based on security for Fiesta and for any bars.
El Camino. The
what?
El Annalise.
El Camino. Oh, yeah. Annalise. I saw some people disagree with it, and I saw some people agree with it.
I saw some people saying it was a racist thing.
Yeah, they said it was a racist thing. Do you think so?
Stupid. No, that's dumb.
I don't think it's a racist thing, but I think
I'm saying it. It's stupid. I'm done being the nice, congenial AJ. That is so stupid. You bring your race into it. Because there's a lot of different cuts out there.
Yes, there is. But I think a lot of people are taking the haircut because you know how sometimes there's like racism is being in different categories now. Like racism to me is you being, against Mexicans or against whites or blacks or whatever. Yeah. But I think nowadays this new era, racism is getting very sensitive in so many different ways to where they're spreading it and they're trying to make everything a racism thing, but it's really not. It's more of a just fucking haircut.
Well, I feel like the Edgar. I feel like
it's just a haircut.
Because I know I'm way younger than you.
Ha 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 ha.
And I feel like my generation, we actually, I feel the Edgar, I feel the Edgar haircut though is my generation's haircut was the fuckboy haircut,
Okay.
which was the comb over.
Comb over.
It was
Okay.
and not just a regular comb over. You had the razor and you had it like that. That was the fuckboy haircut.
Okay.
So, what started the fuckboy haircut? And I feel like the Edgar haircut is this generation's fuckboy haircut.
Okay. I see it. So, for those that are watching and that are sharing and all that, do you agree with the Edgar policy haircut? Should you ban it to where no Edgar?
Now the
Edgar's-
Spanish came out.
I know, right?
All of a
No,
sudden.
no more of that, or do you think it's just you should just let it be? You know, I'm just for safety. You know, regardless if you have an Edgar haircut or not, as long as you could act right and be
Yeah.
respectful, that's all that really matters. to
Speaking
me.
of safety, did you hear about what they're planning to do for Fiesta next year at the market?
no, what do they plan on doing?
They're planning to actually it's going to become a fenced-in event, Fiesta event,
Yeah,
where they're
should
going to be checking. They're going to be checking people and stuff like that to go into the market.
They should.
So,
They should. They should. I mean,
and it shouldn't have come down to that
no,
because for years Market Square was growing up. I don't remember Markets. I don't remember. I like my Mexican came out member. I don't remember Market Square being crazy the way it was, the way it is now, and even before this year. And I felt this year people were just trying to be out there all badass and go viral on social media.
yeah.
So I didn't go to Fiesta this year because I'm not trying to be viral.
You know, I was sick during Fiesta week after Niosa on Tuesday night, but it's sad to see how things come about, you know, and how these teenagers don't think about consequences with guns and stuff like that. And, you know, regardless of and I go back to Ricky's statement, regardless of what he said, if it was a joke or whatnot, I'm just glad that he was able to capitalize on it because it's cool because I really don't think there's anything such as bad publicity.
Yeah.
You know, I think that he said something probably as a joke,
Yeah.
and you know the media took it. They did whatever, they gave him his you know fame in a way, and let's just say 15 seconds of fame because what it's trending, and he's like, fuck it, let's run with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool. Now I do see that very popular, very popular. What do you call him? A muralist, right? Colton Valentine. He did one, and it says they're not like us. And I did see some of the.
So does that mean? I mean, I like the mural. It looks. Good.
I like the mirror too.
But what does that mean? I'm not good with context. Is that like a good thing? They're not like us. Who's not like us? Like we're not like Edgar's, or Edgar's not like us.
I see. That's a good question. Like, what's your you know take on that? What do you what's your perspective on it on that? Do you take it as they're not like us, or we're not like them, or
I don't know. I don't know who he was trying to.
I think it's meaning that they're not like us. Like they're not like us. Like the culture behind it, because he in the image there's the what, how do you say it? In the mural, you have the Edgar, and then you have the history of it. So maybe he was referencing both of those together, saying they're not like us, you know. But I mean, let's be realistic. How many Edgar haircuts do you think they really know the history of it? You know, I think if you asked them, they would probably just say, "Oh no, I saw a friend get this haircut, and I thought it was cool and it's trending."
That's the way it is. I got the fuckboy haircut before I knew it was a fuckboy haircut, just because I thought it looked good on me.
Yeah.
You know.
And let's see.
I went blonde. I went blonde because my cool friend, y'all may know him as DJ Mystic, because he went blonde, I went blonde. And then Regina George punched me in the face. It was so cool. If people, it's just Mean Girls thing. You wouldn't know you're straight.
I wouldn't know.
But
I was just laughing just to
you're
laugh.
straight.
It sounded funny.
I'm like, you're straight, Mike. Anyways, Anthony. I almost got it.
Almost got it. There you go. Okay, so moving on from this. You are here because June 1st.
June 1st, yeah.
Your second annual.
Second annual Puro Pinche Pride Comedy Show and more.
What's the more?
The more is I just don't have comedians in my show.
Oh shit.
I have performers.
Oh.
You know, so I have performing. I have Alicia C. You say Alicia, it's Alicia.
Alicia C.
Alicia C.
Incredible singer, by the way.
Yes.
One of the best singers I've ever heard.
Yeah, so she's gonna be able to perform. She'll not be able. She's gonna be performing at my show.
Nice.
And then I have let's see, 2 drag performers. They are actually from they're performers at Pegasus nightclub. Tony Andrews and Farrah Roberts. And because I'm using 2 queens from Pegasus is hooking it up to have my official after party at Pegasus.
Oh, nice.
So that's where the party's going to be at this year, after the after party. And then I have Nana Rodriguez. She's actually flying in from Chicago.
Chicago.
She's a lesbian comedian.
Lesbian comedian.
Yeah, she's a lesbian. She's scissors. And then special guest Shelly Lares.
Wow.
Yeah. So everybody in my show is all part of the LGBTQ community in some way, whether they're gay,
I think you missed some
lesbian.
letters and numbers and signs, right? Just playing.
I'm about to get canceled again. Talking my mind about that.
I'm just joking with y'all. I love y'all.
I'm not joking. I am with you. I don't understand. I'm like, guys, stop that. LGBTQ. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I'm nice. I say plus.
Minus, divide, square, pies.
You gotta carry the one.
Pies.
Yeah, a lot of pies. A lot of cream pies.
A lot of punte pie.
Yeah, so everybody's like, you know, whether they're gay, lesbian. So I'm like super excited for it. I actually have Love Chamoy as one of the sponsors this year, and they are a lesbian couple.
Okay.
So that's their business.
Nice.
So I have them, and then I actually have a pending sponsor at the moment. Sorry, this thing is loose. I have a pending sponsor at the moment, but I'll still shout them out because I feel like everybody needs to know about them. They are a new clinic here in San Antonio that help out the LGBTQ plus community. For example, say if I feel that my doctor is not treating me right because he knows I'm gay. Not so much treating me right, but if I know I need something medically, if it's for the lifestyle that I live and I feel like he's not, you know, working with me.
Yeah.
They actually have a doctor there. That all the doctors and nurses at this clinic, they're trained to help out any type of LGBTQ person.
Oh wow. I didn't know they had that.
Yeah.
What's the name of the clinic? You know I was gonna ask.
I knew you were gonna ask. But I already took a tour of it. We had a meeting. Everything, like I said, is just pending. Oh, Communicare. They're off of 1604 in Culebra. So it's an actually nice office. And the thing is, with their office, it's very homey. Mm-hmm. And they actually have like a room where if they need a therapist, for example, say if one of them gets tested for HIV and they find out they got HIV, they have therapy there right then and there for them.
That must be
if
hard.
there's not a therapist there on hand, they actually have a TV like this. Here they have a TV and they get to via Zoom a therapist.
Oh wow!
But as far as what I really liked about it was that their rooms, they're not like set up like a clinic room. Like they're set up like they're very homey.
Very homey.
You know, so it doesn't feel like, you know, when you're waiting for a result. Even those people waiting for pregnancy results, y'all know how nervous y'all feel. You know, in those rooms. So I really like that they have a clinic like this for the people within the community of, you know, LGBTQ plus. But yeah, so I'm just super excited.
Is there still availability for sponsorship?
There's still availability. There's still availability for sponsors.
We are live, y'all.
Yeah. So if you would like to be a sponsor, especially if you're LGBTQ plus owned business, for sure, come by. I mean, give me a holler. But if you're not and you're just an ally like Mike's gonna sponsor me a good amount of money. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. So Mike is always showing me love. He's always supporting me.
We don't mind sponsoring. We love sponsoring, AJ.
No, I
you do
know,
good for the
but
community.
Thank you, but you do too much. You need to just have fun with me this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the first one, it was really incredible. You know, you really did an incredible job and had a really good crowd and good. The lineup was really great. Now, how's the lineup this year?
The lineup is gonna be like really like.
And how do you go? How do you, AJ? You know, you being who you are, content creator, comedian, you know, and you do so much with social media. And if you don't understand this, people, his TikTok, his Instagram are really high organic followers, and traveling throughout the U.S., getting recognition all over the place. And so when you have an event like this and you have so many connections and so many people, how do you go based on who to be part of this show?
I go like really by the vibe that I look for. Like this year, like last year, I'm like I didn't have a lesbian comedian.
Oh wow!
I didn't have a lesbian comedian last year, and this year it's nothing but fish. Puro punani. I'm like, oh my god. Well, there's 3 of us who are not. We don't have real punanis. We just tuck them in.
Tuck them in.
I'm talking about the 2 drag queens and myself. But yeah, everybody. I have a very heavy female lineup this year.
Okay.
So I'm like super excited for that, and I was like trying to like, man, I need a trans person, or I need another gay person. But last year I had 2 trans people. Okay. So it's like every year for my show, I have all different. I'm getting all different performers because I don't want it to be where it's like one day Mike says, "Oh, I'm not gonna go to AJ's show. It's the same thing." No, you're gonna get a different show, including this show coming up. It's a different. I have different material that I'll be using.
Okay.
So I'm super excited to finally be using different material. I'm still gonna use some of the old because there's still what people don't understand whenever comedians do a little bit of the same thing because you go out and you see us a lot. It's just because there's other people who haven't seen us. Yeah. And as much as I don't want to do, not that I have. I mean, Selena made she made me who I am today, right? But I'm like, I want to show people I can do more than just Selena stuff. Yeah. So this year I'm not doing Selena. Sorry to whoever's going this year. You won't be seeing Selena this year. I will say you're going to be seeing Whitney. Whitney. Nothing but Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston. There you go.
Yeah. So I'm just letting y'all know.
She's an icon.
Yeah. So I'm letting y'all know that's what y'all be seeing.
Let me ask you something before you finish. Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey? Which one?
Oh, Whitney Houston.
Which one, y'all? Whitney Houston or Mariah Carey? Whitney.
And
I go and I'm not saying the song. I'm just saying based on singing.
No, singing Whitney.
Whitney.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
so now, okay. So the lineup. Okay. So who's do you have a headliner right now?
I am the headliner.
You are the headliner.
I am the headliner.
Okay. So who's
opening up for me will be Nana Rodriguez. She's the one coming in from Chicago.
And how did you meet Nana?
I met her at the Upstage was having the what was it that they were having that women's oh my gosh. I forgot what Bobby called it, but it was a weekend of nothing but women.
Okay.
And I saw her stand up and I'm like, dude, she actually made me laugh because I try to go to comedy shows.
Okay.
And like with an open mind and not to be like too critique-ish.
Okay.
I try not to do that because I know my comedy is not for other people either. Everybody has different types of comedy that they're into.
Yeah.
I actually love dark humor.
Do you?
Really dark humor. Like dark humor that like you're like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But I'm like I want to say something, but I'm really gonna get canceled if I say something. But I love dark humor. Comedians.
When you say dark humor, and I want to know real quick, this is kind of on the subject, but not on the subject. Did you watch the Tom Brady roast? Because there was a lot of
a lot of dark humor
about
now.
Aaron Hernandez. Oh my lord, there was a lot of dark humor. So did y'all watch that? Yes or no? So is that kind of dark humor like that?
I mean, Aaron, or
is that too dark?
No, I felt like the thing they were talking about, Aaron Hernandez, is just like, like I thought it was funny. I didn't feel it was dark.
Okay.
Dark humor is like whenever
We went to a Marlon Wayne's comedy show, and he said some fucking dark shit.
I
that was
saw.
like, wow.
I actually saw Robert. I forgot his last name. Robert. He's the one that played Everyone Loves Raymond's brother.
Okay.
I forgot his name. Robert something.
I don't know his name,
but
either,
I saw him
know
in
who you're
Vegas.
talking
I saw him in
about.
the show in Vegas.
Okay. And what do you do?
And he said
What do you say?
a 9/11 joke.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, see, I won't say it, but it like yeah, it was funny.
You thought it was funny, and it was like a dark.
Very dark.
Shit.
But I wasn't the only person in the audience. I was like, everybody's like, oh wow.
Oh wow.
But like they started like
Laughing?
giggling because
Giggling.
it's like you almost feel bad for giggling.
Yeah.
The same thing. Like I love Selena, but like if I heard some Yolanda jokes,
You laugh.
and I'm like, oh shit, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
But
So do you think when it comes to
I
comedy,
enjoy that comedy.
do you think in comedy there should be no boundaries? Like no barrels, like no like when you go into a comedy show, should the audience know what they're getting themselves into?
I feel no. I feel well in the sense of like
Like if someone
in the
goes to
sense
your
of having an
comedy show-
opening mind. Have an
Yeah.
open mind.
Yes, open mind.
Yes,
Okay.
I would. Yeah, I feel no matter like what comedy you're gonna go see, have an open mind, because the person can either be dark, the person could either say cuss word after cuss word, or a person could just be very dry.
Okay.
Because there's some dry comedians that I'm like, haha, because it's like funny because they're just very like, yeah, and then like, and then you're like, haha.
So you
Like, it's
saw
funny.
her at the Upstage comedy show.
Yes, and
You
I
liked
really
her.
liked her. She really made me like laugh like loud.
Now is she a dark?
No,
No?
she's not a documentary.
No, okay, all right.
She was talking about, and what I liked about it was she was talking about a lot of lesbian stuff.
Okay.
And I feel like last year was a lot of gay stuff.
Okay.
So I felt like there was a lot of us gays, and I want to be able to let the women for starters, the lesbian community are huge supporters of me.
Okay.
And even drag queens, like the lesbian
Yeah.
community, they're like, they come through those butches and all those. Yeah, they love us. Yeah, so
That's amazing.
they're good supporters.
Okay, and then who else? Who else would be?
And then after, I actually only have one comedian this year. I had two, but she canceled on me about a month ago. But I forgot to take her off the flyer. So Ellen DeGeneres will not be there. Everybody. She's actually from Austin, but I thought
Who?
she goes by the name of Ellen DeGeneres
Oh,
because she's a white. She's
okay.
a white.
I thought you
She
said
looks
Ellen,
like Ellen,
but I was like,
no,
wait,
but she
what?
looks like Ellen.
Really?
Yeah. So, but she goes. Her nickname is Ellen DeGeneres.
Degenerate less.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I like
But
it.
but she's from Austin. I never saw her stand up, but I saw some of her reels on
Okay.
Instagram. But she got a bigger gig than mine.
Oh.
One day she's gonna be crawling back because mine's gonna be bigger than where she's at. No, I was kidding. No, but good luck to her.
Good luck to her.
Yes.
There you go.
I was just playing. But then also too, I'm gonna be able to have my host is Tencha La Jefa. She's a huge.
Who's
she's
that?
like a legend. She's a drag queen legend here in San Antonio.
Okay.
She's been doing it for 30 years. And she's super hilarious. She's like your tia. You know that one tia? You go to her house, she always has like a muumuu on. And she has like rollers in her hair.
Okay.
That's who Tencha is. So Tencha's going to like, just by herself being a host, she's going to make you laugh. She's actually the host at Pix. For the drag brunches at
Oh
Pix.
wow.
She's
Okay.
the host
Shout out
there.
to Pix
Yes.
Bar.
So I got Tencha La Jefa hosting shows. She'll be doing time though. And then, like I said, I have my two drag performers. Tony Andrews, she's known for her dance moves, Beyonce choreography.
Wow.
And then Farrah Roberts, she's known as like she does her Spanish like mariachi like numbers and stuff.
Okay.
And then of course we got Alicia C. And then we have Shelly Lares. Shelly Lares is not performing. She's actually introducing me.
Oh, okay.
And I doubt Shelly Lares is gonna see this, but I am actually after she introduces me, I'm coming onto stage performing one of her songs
Aw.
for when she was on the Johnny Canales show back in the 94,
Wow.
93, 94. So I'll be performing her song, surprising
That's
her.
amazing.
Yeah. So that's why I said I'm stepping away from Selena, not forgetting her, but I just
No, you're
There-
growing it,
yeah.
and I see that. You know, I shout out to all the local comedians because that's the whole thing is that you have to continue to grow and expand and brand yourself more and push the envelope, you know?
yeah.
And that's amazing. So you have an incredible show coming up.
Yeah, so this will be a real good
So
one.
before getting to June 1st, you have another show, right?
This weekend,
Okay.
Corpus, anybody in Corpus or got family or friends in Corpus, I will be opening up for Chona E. Yes, I'll be opening
Chona
up.
E.
I'll be hearing her shit for the 10,000th time. I'll be bored. That's kidding. She knows I mess with her like that. But yeah, so I'll be out there in Corpus. So
Shona E, there you go.
yeah, so going. Michelle's actually hosting that one. Michelle Cantu, she's our host. So y'all go get y'all's tickets. It'll be at Mesquite Comedy Lounge. I don't know if it's a lounge or comedy venue. I don't know, but it's Mesquite. People in Corpus know Mesquite.
What time is that show? Do you know? Or what time it ends?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
The reason why I ask is because I have some good friends in Corpus that own some bars. Maybe y'all can do an after party over there.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I will let you know. I'll
So
keep
yes,
you updated on
so
that.
let me know. Let me know because you know it's always good to network. You know.
Yes, for sure.
Man, you know, speaking about Chona E, she's actually one of the local comedians that when I first saw her, I thought she was like, okay, all right. And then the second time I saw her, I was just like, damn, she did an incredible job. So I love the fact that when people continue to grow into
I feel like Michelle. I feel like Michelle Williams and Kelly Rowland when they're interviewing them and they're like, "Well, so what do you think about Beyonce?" I'm like, "I'm not here for Beyonce." Not saying Jonah is Beyonce because she knows I am, but
I love y'all's
she knows,
relationship.
She knows,
No.
yeah, she knows. You know, you've seen it the way we are.
I have.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. It's fun. I think it's a great thing between all of you guys.
Yeah.
You know, doing something together, and it's amazing how y'all actually help one another, or not help, but like y'all include each other.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You know.
Yeah.
Don't you think like when you have a friend that does the same thing that you do, and don't you feel like honored that they include you?
Yeah, and it also feels better when
Excuse
when it's mutual.
Mhm.
Because I've stopped, not to be ugly, but I've stopped because helping the other people
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't, not that I expected it back, because you know me, I help
Yeah.
people no matter what, but it was like already too much. Like, hey, like I'm giving you everything, like at least take me out to eat, like McDonald's. I love McDonald's, you know. So it's kind of like one-sided.
Do you
friends
feel like there's
are coming out more?
Do you feel like, excuse me, do you feel like certain people sometimes have the wrong intentions trying to get to know you?
For sure,
Because your,
for
your,
sure.
your connections?
For sure. And it was so hard for me to realize that, just because I'm like, I want to be nice. And my thing, as I'm always going to repeat myself, is to put San Antonio on the map,
Yeah.
you know? And there's just a way that I want to do it. And I know there's other people that want to put San Antonio on the map, but it's just like, you got to do, like, you got to not, people rush into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, it's taking time, like, for how I want to put San Antonio on the map and how I want to be able to represent, you know, where I'm from, you know?
Yeah.
So,
No, I feel you. I think there's a lot of people sometimes that want to get to know you, but they truly don't want to get to know you. They want to get to know your book of business, your friends
Yeah.
or your network, and so that they can kind of use them.
it's like,
or
and it's
whatnot.
like, how many people have I introduced to you?
Uh-huh.
I talk very highly of you.
Oh,
Like,
thank you. I
to
appreciate
everybody, like to Chango Loco, to Michelle and George.
that. Yeah.
You know, and I think there's been others, but I talk very highly of you. But there's some friends who are like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing that, and then when it comes to getting their contacts, it was like, oh, really? And then I'm like, you know what? I don't need
Yeah.
that. Like, then, like, if you're gonna be that way, I don't have time for that, because I'm on the go.
That's true.
You know, and it's respectfully, like,
yeah.
all
I could-
respect. I don't have time for, oh, really? I'm the one. That's one thing. Do not throw anything in my face.
No.
That is one thing I don't hate, but that's one thing I hate is whenever, well, I'm the one that introduced. Calm it down, because even though you introduced us, that person asked you to introduce them to me because they like me.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that happens, like sometimes, and I try to be respectful in those in that degree.
No, Mike. The thing is, I understand what you're saying. I don't mean to cut you off. But the thing is, if I have a friend of mine that you feel that's gonna benefit you with your business, I, as a friend, want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
So if my friend that you want to meet,
well, he said, say it loud in the back.
If my friend that you want to meet, or like, I don't know, I won't, anybody watching, if I fuck with you, you fuck with me, don't ever feel like, I don't, like, no, come up to me, like, because you never know, like, what greatness you and this other person might do. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Like,
very
and
true.
other people, and that's the thing that my mom tells me. Not everybody thinks like you, Alex.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that they're crying to my mom, oh, Mom, my friend. Or I thought she was my friend here or whatever. And she goes, you got to, like, remember not everybody has the same mindset as you. Not everybody has the same intentions. Because me, I'm like, hey, come up. Come up with me. Let's all come up together. And then it starts, the selfishness starts coming out. And I'm like, okay. I won't say nothing. I'll just, okay. Because I'm like, I don't got time to be like, how come you haven't called me? How come you haven't texted me? It's like I told Mike, if you're not paying my bills and wiping my ass, I don't give a fuck.
Ooh,
I really don't. I really honestly don't. I'm out sitting, talking to y'all all twig like this. I got more on my plate than to be like, being what is it called? Where people are just keeping everything to themselves. A gate holder? Is that what they're called or something?
I don't know.
There's a word for it.
There's
to
a
where
word.
Like you have all your connections, you're keeping it to yourself. You're not sharing.
Yeah.
Not that you have to, because you work for it. Because it's like, I remember, when I was working in the high school, I was in charge of the banquet for my special ed kids.
Okay.
For my special ed class, and the one year I did the banquet all nice and like this and that, and they made a big deal. Oh, Alex does it all the time. How come we're not included? Blah blah. I'm like, because nobody wants to stay after the banquet in the cafeteria to pick up shit. So we're paying people to come and do it. So the following year, they're like, Alex, so how did you call? And I'm like, well, who did you call? I'm like, there's a thing called Google. That's how I found things.
Yeah.
Don't get on my bad side.
Yeah, no.
Don't get on my bad side.
It's funny that you say that, because I'm like you. I like to help other people. But then, it's like, don't forget who helped you.
Exactly.
And when it comes around to like trying to collaborate or do something together, and then all of a sudden you just ghost them or you don't respond or whatnot.
And I'm getting ghosted right now.
And so it's just kind of, shots. Not
Shots.
funny. But, I do understand what you're saying. And that's
it's like, I'll bring up an example between us.
Okay, go ahead.
Between me and you.
Go ahead.
Last year for my Pride show.
Yes.
Mike told me that, or was it my Pride show, that you felt I didn't shout you out that much.
Yes, I did. Yes,
yeah,
I did.
So I was like, oh, like that wasn't intentional. You know what I mean? It was just like, last year I had chingos of shits of sponsors, dude. Like, I'm like, fuck.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you all. We've never discussed
But now I
this.
understand, though. Now I understand. Because last year, now I know this year, like.
No, and that was something that
I learned.
As I told you, as constructive criticism, right?
Yes. Yeah.
As a friend.
Yes.
So, because if I wasn't his friend and I was like a different sponsor, they may have looked at it like, oh shit, how he skipped me? Because in the show, he goes play by play on what they did that day. Yeah. And he forgets the transportation part. The
transportation part.
Like, he forgot the whole part.
I was forgetting because I was sweating my ass off. I was sweating my freaking makeup off before my show.
Like, he was like, yeah, we did this and this and this. And then we got to the Airbnb. Well, how the hell did you get to the Airbnb? You forgot the whole part. Oh, we had a party bus take us there. But you know what? At the end of the day, I know your heart. I know your
and then that's when you'll know.
Yes.
That's when you'll know.
And that's where you have to be real with your friends and say, hey, let's take a step back and look at this as a business, because you want to be able to help your friends gain all the sponsorships possible and make them feel like they're important because sponsorships are money. And if a like I've experienced this before to where I've worked with other people, and I've worked with other people that have had sponsors that those sponsors didn't feel like they were getting recognized, and I had to tell those sponsors like, hey, talk to the person and let them know how you feel, because if you don't, then they're never gonna know. But the sponsor sometimes feels, oh well, they should know because I sponsored. I'm like, it just depends. You gotta really
like for example, like for me that day, I was really like, I'm on stage. I don't have cards with me. I don't have papers. I'm just trying to thank everybody. I didn't even thank my own mother for helping me out that she did that day either. Like, I'm just like, so many things are going on. So I like appreciate it that you told me like, hey, like,
I'm glad you brought it up, because that's something that we haven't talked about at all publicly. So there's a lot of things that we talk, of course, in private, but like it's cool that you actually recognize it, you know?
Yeah, and I would want,
and you're gonna gain a sponsorship this year.
Oh, thank you, and I will shout you out for sure. I'm gonna have your big picture of your face on the screen.
No, you don't need to know that.
but yeah. So I don't know. Like I've learned last year, and now this year is like going a little bit more smoother.
There you go. Congratulations on this second annual, y'all. Second annual Puro Pinche Pride.
And I don't know where we are on time, but I do want to throw in a little bit of things, accomplishments. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna say this on camera.
Okay.
I know my mom's gonna be watching. If she's watching, what are you doing? But I just want people to see the real AJ and what's going on with my life.
All right.
So I just want to let everybody know, like, I'm saying this for y'all not to feel sorry for me. I'm not saying that. I'm letting y'all know to push your ass, because right now, like, for those who know and go out with me or know the fact that I don't like going out because I can't even move as much. So I finally found out why, I am the way I am, like chuec wise in my leg and my back. I have 2 herniated discs and I got a bulging disc near my spine, which was very urgent. I'm getting all that taken care of now, finally. But also too, on Thursday, I lost my job. So I'm not letting all that get to me. I didn't lose my job in a bad way, guys. Like, my boss told me that I need to get better. He wants me to get better, and he didn't want to be liable while I'm at work helping them out, and I get more chuec.
Yeah.
So that I understand, and I appreciate my boss for doing that for me and making me realize that. But the next day, I received email from, I'm part of this agency called Gabers, and they're out of Dallas and LA.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of creators that are part of this agency, and they help us get and different campaigns. And well, believe it or not, if y'all know, the medicine for your hemorrhoids called Preparation H. There's a medicine called Preparation H, and it's for hemorrhoids in your booty. They got wipes, they got spray, they got cream, everything. But anyways, they want to work with me. So I'm doing a pride campaign for them.
Wow.
Yeah, which is like a worldwide like medicine brand. But
do you have to use the product?
I don't have to use the product, but their products are not just for hemorrhoids.
Okay.
There's a thing in the gay community. I'm gonna bring this up. This is interesting.
Okay.
Called tops and bottoms and verses.
What?
So tops are.
I don't even know what this is.
Tops are the ones that give.
Okay.
And the bottoms are the ones that
receives.
get.
Yeah.
And the verses are the ones that flip flop.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I
But I wanted to make it interesting. I knew you understood. I just wanted to make it interesting. Anyways, so the thing in the gay community, there's a lot of bottom shaming.
Oh, what?
Bottom shaming.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Okay.
To where people talk shit about the person who gets it.
Who gets it? Okay.
Which is not right.
You know what? In reality, and let's be real about this, we all know the G spot for a man is the ass. That's what they say. That's what they say. I'll leave it like that. Go ahead.
Melinda.
No, Melinda.
Like that. That's when you find out. Anyways, but
never.
I'm doing a never say never. I said never until I was like, oh my Lord. Jesus. Thank you. Anyways.
Our producer has a big smile.
He does, and it's kind of, I like it. No, but they want me to do a comedic skit for Pride, for their different things. They're gonna send me a bundle of things. So that came about. So that was a huge blessing from God. And that's why whenever something bad happens, I'm like, I'm this type of person. I don't want to say I'm a problem solver, but I'm like, something bad happens, I'm like, okay, now what's going on? What are we gonna do? Mm-hmm. Like.
There's a saying: one door closes, another door opens, and that's what happened.
Exactly. Yes. And then I am actually gonna be the commercial that I did in Spanish in New York through the CDC. I don't know, for those who saw, I went to New York. I went to go do a commercial for the new HIV at-home testing kits.
I remember you telling me that.
It's coming out in June.
Congratulations.
June 16th. So this month. And then also, too, the CDC is paying us extra.
There you go.
To post behind the scenes on our social medias.
Wow.
So I'm getting blessed.
Congratulations.
Left and right this month, coming up in May, in June. So that's when it's all good things. And I'm just focusing on my health right now. I lost about 13, like I said, 13 pounds already.
Okay.
Just trying to get comfortable so that way my performances get a little bit more elevated.
There you go.
And movements.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a great thing, It is. I'm looking forward to being there June 1st at Upstage Comedy Lounge for Puro Pinche Pride. Mm-hmm. And it sounds amazing. And again, if you're looking into sponsorships, reach out to him. Yes. It's a great opportunity to brand and network with.
Even if you feel like you don't understand and you don't like the LGBT community, and you just want a tax write-off, I'll be your tax write-off.
There you go.
I'll just be your I gave to those gays.
So this weekend that you have coming up, is there anything that you have coming up before the going to Christmas?
This Thursday, I am my friend Iridescent. She's a local drag queen. She has her own podcast called Good Morning Darlings, and I will be on her podcast live at Let's Be Honest.
Okay.
So it's free. It's like I said, we're going to be on the stage doing the live podcast, and anybody's welcome.
There you go.
So y'all feel free to come by Thursday, Let's Be Honest, at 8 p.m. And I will be dressed up as Jessica.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they wanted to interview her. So
okay.
Yeah. So I'll be there. So y'all are more than welcome. Whoever wants to show up, have a drink. I don't drink because I'm on high with gabapentin with that pain nerve medicine. But come by, have a seltzer with me.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
This week, I have... Actually, I'm going to be sedated on Wednesday. I actually have a steroid shot for my neck. And I'm kind of nervous, not going to lie, because I've never been sedated. Never been anything I've never been... no surgeries, anything like that. And for the first time, I'll be sedated, Wednesday. Kind of nervous because I don't know what to expect. My mind goes like this. How do they know how much to give you to sleep and then to wake you up? How do they know? I just don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Kind of nervous about it because I just never been, I never done that. So I have that going on Wednesday. But besides that, all week long, we're going to be announcing the new margarita vendors, publicly. I know I shared a lot of the list last week on the show, but we're going to be announcing all of the official margarita vendors for the San Antonio Margarita Festival June 16th, and our official title sponsor is Las Palapas. So Las Palapas presents the inaugural San Antonio Margarita Festival, and it's exciting. It's going to be at Smoke Sky Bar, and looking forward to it because it's just going to be one hell of an event. We have on social media, on the Facebook event page, over 750 plus people already going, over 22,000 people interested in. The engagement is just amazing, just absolutely amazing. So again, the list of margarita vendors is amazing. Let's just say Pink Shark, which is the owners of Pix Bar, they're going to be actually one of the official ones.
Nice.
So it's amazing. So, and again, the list is just long and just a incredible restaurants and bars coming together for this event, and looking forward to it. So, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor to our events too, just let us know. We'll be glad to help you get you the information on that. How can they follow you on social media?
You can just put in AJ Rivas on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Just AJ Rivas. You can find me anywhere else, AJ.
Well, thank you for coming back on the show.
Thank you, too.
Quick shout out to everyone that's watching. Richie Rich, thank you for always being our number one supporter. He actually mentioned that the San Antonio Spurs got picks 4 and 8 this year in the NBA draft. So let's go, Spurs, go. Hopefully they can make it to the championship next year.
Those were the days, right?
Yep. Man, Spurs games and everything. So
San Antonio has gotten bigger. Imagine the honking in the streets now.
Oh, yeah.
San Antonio's gotten larger.
Yep. We got to continue that. Hopefully the new era of Spurs players can actually fulfill those shoes from the past and get us another championship. So
and that way the Edgars can see how it is to win a championship.
Hey, don't forget about the Edgars. Don't forget about the Edgars. No, just playing. Shout out to Nat Boogie and Dr. Queen Natasha. They weren't able to make it obviously here tonight, but they'll be here next Monday night. So again, thank you for being part of the show.
Thank you too.
June 1st, start off Pride Month with the biggest Pride comedy show in San Antonio. You've got to go show love. Go follow AJ Rivas on all of his social media platforms.
And it's the first day of Pride Month.
First day of
Kicking off Pride Month.
Kicking it off, man. That's just amazing. It's amazing what you're doing with the community. Amazing
Thank you
what
so
you're doing
much
for yourself.
And also, too, I just like to plug in. Shout out to... No, I was kidding. No, but I'm also going to California, back to LA.
Oh, there you go.
In August for my birthday.
Nice.
I have a lot of plans. If you're willing, if you can't sponsor this and you want to sponsor the trip, hit me up. I know it sounds like, why would I sponsor your trip? Believe me, I put in work over there. It sounds fun and dandy, but looking into hosting a club over there for my birthday.
There you go.
But if you want to be a sponsor, we can talk ideas, because even though you're a San Antonio business, doesn't mean that I can't take you to LA with me and get you to all my other influencer friends and new ones.
No,
can't say the new ones.
I think, and people need to understand this: the power of social media.
Yeah.
Alone. So being able to sponsor someone like AJ, you're gonna get viewed by thousands of people
and celebrities
and celebrities. And but the thing is just brand recognition. You gotta just think more. You gotta think bigger and larger.
Because you gotta think about it, when these celebrities come to San Antonio,
mm-hmm.
they'll be like, "Oh, AJ, where do I go?"
Mm-hmm.
Because my friends have seen me go to the drag brunches at Let's Be Honest, and they're like, "Dude, when I go to San Antonio, take me there."
Yep.
So it's like,
let's be honest. Should be writing you a check.
I know, right? For sure.
10% right there.
But
again, AJ, thank you.
Thank you.
John Martinez, thank you for making us sound and look good. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is Late Nights with All Access. Myself, MikeAnthony. You can go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, official MikeAnthony.Torres. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We love the support from you. Again, for Late Nights with All Access, you can follow us on every platform, official All Access podcast, and get ready for a good lineup of special guests this month, all margarita vendors, until the event on June 16th. Again, go support AJ with his Puro Pinche Pride comedy show, June 1st. Much love, and always, as always, support local. We'll see you then.